And now you've started Power FM in Johannesburg against the big boys.
And you know they're not taking kindly.
I'm sure.
The big boys are hard at work, but that inspires us. You know that you're up to something when the establishment moves and responds and reacts. Power has been subjected to a whole lot of nonsense, literally, in the media, operationally, in terms of signal, like everything you can think of has been thrown at us. The passionate people that work in that organization keeps it going. The proposition as well is not too different from Capricorn. It looked at South Africa and it says that if you look at, once again, I mean the core of our business, the offering, we're targeting the market of the future, which is the black middle class, unapologetically so. Our view is that if you look at the transitional story of South Africa, a lot of it has been very kumbaya based, it's been honeymoon based, rainbow nation, we all love each other, let's hug, let's dance, etc. And it was necessary at the time of transition. It's been 20 years now. Certain truths are starting to come out. The fact that, you know, the economy is still dominated by a few people who happen to be of a similar skin color. Excellent, hello. Two, that the politicians or there's a growing level, people are becoming vocal about, that's not what I voted for, these are not my expectations. Three, more and more individuals are realizing that the role of the individual to do something about their lives, to change one, the status quo of their families. And as they gain power in their individual basis, they become more confident to pronounce about how they feel about how they want to be treated in a restaurant, how they want to be treated at schools, at a hospital, even by government. Those people, we believe, are the people that needs to be aggregated into a power group that can transform society, not just for the sake of this town, but also for the rest of the continent. So Power believes that the black middle class in the main have got a lot to say, but the bulk of the media platforms in this country are not meant for them. They're not designed for them. On the music front, there are something is that if you're young and you're black, you're not professional, you just want to dance. Right? So black people have been given music stations, right? On the other extreme, those one or two talk platforms that are there accommodates that audience. They're not designed for them. You know, it's like, really, you know.
It's not the main focus.
It's not the main focus. You and I know, right? When I come to your house tomorrow, you will decide what time we're going to eat, what we're going to eat, what time we're going to eat, and when we're going to have music, what time the party starts, and when the party ends. So you may treat me beautifully, like a guest, but I know
it's on my terms.
It's on your terms. And we took a view that there's not platform in this country that is deliberately designed for this market of the future who are going to determine what happens to the rest of the African continent. But we also realize that their quest is not just to be entertained, that they have a lot to say. And so what we try to do is to create a platform to hear what the ultimate influencer of South Africa in years to come has got to say, but also to get them to be accountable, that instead of sitting back as recipients of policies or as recipients of racism or recipients of circumstances, to challenge them to say, you are the leader you are looking for. So Power is about creating a platform primarily for the black middle class in Gauteng, the biggest economy in South Africa, and therefore by extension the continent, to get these people to understand that wherever this country goes, it's going to be on their terms or has got to be in their terms. So they have to take responsibility and lead.